Hello YouTube, King Cow here. It's Tainted Grail time. Should hear double here in a second. Hello YouTube, King Cow here. It's Tainted Grail time. Hey babe, can you do me a favor and let the stream see what it sounds like when I talk? Anything that isn't loud.
No.
Yeah. When I tested it, it sounded a little, I want to say echoey almost, but maybe not. I don't know. Looks like there was a patch to Tainted Grail. On version 1.04. Don't know what it did. I don't like to spoil it. If a cat goes into the cat spot, we will turn the cat camera on for a cute cat moment.
Hey, last of it, the only way I fix this was restarting my computer. It's monitor. My other monitor did the teeny tiny 5,000 K.
Just gonna double check and make sure that my microphone isn't wonky.
Okay, I got you pulled up.
Alright, well this is testing my voice. Does it sound crazy? What a delay.
That's quite a lag.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's fine.
a delay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to say more.
Alright, I guess I gotta say some more stuff. So where did we leave off? We left off, we're about to get the fourth tribe. So we got the Food to join us. What else did we do? I think that's it. We're about one level away from being able to wear King Arthur's armor. And that'll be sick.
So it just sounds like you're in an echoey room,
Yeah.
which is just the environment that we're in.
Is that just is that normal?
I thought it was normal. It doesn't sound bad. Like, it could be better. But I don't think you're gonna fix that with any of your settings.
No.
I think it's just we're in a massive room with tile floors.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll give it a shot. If this bothers anybody, they can let me know. Thank you. Let's take a look. We are... All this has been cleared. I gotta somehow make it to this Sweet Dreams. And it's like... Oh, I think I looked around when I was watching the replay. It looked like maybe you could go up this way. That doesn't seem right. How? What? It's like right there. Somewhere. Like, how close am I? No, it's not even that close. Let's go around this way. I do not know how to get to this. Go around up this thing. Game has been known to do that, where it makes you go off the path that you're going. Oh, doesn't make you want to go that way. I don't think there's another side to that. We've already been in there. What's your problem, lady? Huh. Hmm. Well, maybe it's one of those situations where you have to go around the end of it. No. It really looks like I should be able to climb this sword or something, but I don't think that's true. Let's go back up here. And see if there's like some kind of land bridge that I'm not noticing or something. Because if there was a way up, it would be that right there. So there is a way up. Okay, so I just missed it on the other side. So we'll go that way. Oh. Did we go in all these houses? Whose house is this? House of the King? So do they just leave the houses like ready for the next dweeb people to show up and just take and move in? That's what I get out of this. Because there's nobody here. Because they're all sleeping. Oh, you got the moonshine. Okay. We went in that house. Grim and Siddhar's house. I think that's the one where we killed the wife. I don't think we went in this house. People live in like a mansion. All right. This place is weird. Oh. Did I not go through the front door of this place? There's that vault, which is a quest thing. So I should fast travel to here. Okay, and we're gonna go to here. Where is that? That's this one. I want to do my crow quest. I don't want to finish the last quest because I don't have all the tribes. There. I have to travel across that. Alright, we'll save. Please tell me there's a fast travel when I get to this thing, that I don't have to do this every time. Alright, what did we find? Hey, a big crow's nest. And then I sleep in the crow's nest. Sleep. Alright. Hello, crows.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So full of talent.
Thank you.
I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing. But you're not here for compliments.
Yeah, I'll take more compliments, you know.
You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone. Or be the butchered one.
Don't worry, I think you'll manage. Luth is probably eager to meet you too. He's surely full of pride.
Yes.
Perhaps we can keep these birds waiting.
Only if our guest has no more questions.
Who are you
Who
two?
are we, dear sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one special. Bit like you, guest.
Don't say that. We have meaning after all. Once, we were crows. My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Bad.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
Tell me more about Self.
Incredible. You won't see Self in action. No one ever does. Self is that good.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous.
Tell me more about war.
The High Priest of Bad, one of the most distinguished to ever hold the title. He taught me many things, including that a child of Morrigan can exist without a body. Thanks to his teachings, Trickster and I were able to survive.
You give him far too much credit.
Why did you end up in this place?
We botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form. We observed the outside world through the many pairs of crow eyes it offers us.
Where am I?
In the House of Madness.
Stop saying such nonsense, Trickster. This is a place, dear fledgling, that was once home to Morrigan herself. She let in a little light and allowed us to dwell here. Since then, we've taken to hosting talented fledglings or Morrigan's favorites. Those who, for some reason, were meant to find their way into the void.
Favourites? Makes you wonder why war hasn't visited us in so long.
Luke, why do I have to
Did
kill
you
him?
know that young cuckoos sometimes push other chicks out of the nest? For a moment, you'll become just like that cuckoo.
This will help you grow up a little.
What if I don't want to? Well, I want to fight him. I don't have any other questions.
Yes, a fight.
Finally, something interesting.
I'll keep my wings crossed.
Since the moment you completed your first test, I have a feeling you're a remarkably talented child. Shame your journey might end here. Why do we have to fight? You're a fledgling now, just like me. Sometimes the children of Morrigan pit fledglings against each other within the ranks, especially if someone rises through the hierarchy so quickly. We're fighting because I'm rising. Looks like you climbed the ranks too slowly. Oh my, it's sad that you've already counted me out. Hold off on such statements. I have no intention of giving my life up so easily. Let's do this. We must fight, and let's fight. Give it everything you got, Birdie. Was there an execute button there? I thought I saw like an execute button. Oh, because he was stunned and stammering. I think you can go behind and hit E and execute them. It took me 15 playthroughs to 15 things to figure that out. Shenanigans. Where am I going? My quest gone? Wait. Quests. Sweet dreams. I've completed the task. I can go back to them, and they are in Morgan's Hollow, which is all the way back at the thing. So I will go ahead and fuel it. Do I have anything that needs identifying? And then let's go and fast travel to Knock, and then it's to the south. It's here, right? Morgan's Hollow. Not fast travel while encumbered. You son of a goat. Son of a goat! It's my own fault. I did that. Let's drop this sweet armor. Fast travel, Canuck, Morgan's thing.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking?
It was
I'm glad to see you're fitting in so well, even among our most unique company. I personally am very fond of Sympathy and Trickster. There's something admirable in the way they cling to existence. Sometimes I wonder if they do it purely out of spite. I hated every second of it. Sympathy and Trickster are an acquired taste, to be sure, but they serve as a lesson in what it truly means to be a child of Morrigan. even in failure, even in death, we can still have our uses.
Do you have any more tasks for me?
Me? Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. The rest will be in his hands, and most importantly, in yours. That is all I can tell you. Now go, my fledgling.
Did you tell me where this guy was?
And may Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Alright, well, goodbye. I've been commanded to meet with the High Priest. Oh, is he over here? Oh, I guess. Okay. We're going into another land. In the trees. Are you a red priest? No, you're not. You're good. You're a purple priest.
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before her presence, ready to receive the highest honor.
Sure. You seem familiar. Vidar? Do I know this person?
I went by that name once, yes. Now, you see me as the embodiment of war. One of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes to fulfill our goddess's will.
Why did you deceive me?
You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction. And you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication. I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means.
Oh, was this the guy that I turned
My
in?
purpose has always been to recruit only the most worthy followers.
And what if I had killed Self and the other children?
Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged all ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time a high priest took such measures.
Self sent me here
What
for
do
my
you
next
take me
task.
for, child? A mercenary commander. Serving Morrigan is no common duty. It's a calling you feel or don't. And only the most faithful may stand before Morrigan's presence.
I like this fog. My actions prove my faith.
Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon. And I know the Corax favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will.
You want them to take control of the island?
Precisely. For too long, we've lurked in the shadows, preventing Morrigan from claiming her rightful throne among the gods. We've ruled Avalon for centuries, guiding its fate according to our goddess's will. So why shouldn't we openly claim what's already ours? Imagine it, child. All united under Morrigan's banner. A supreme goddess who cares for her followers, unlike the absent All-Mother. We'll bring peace on our terms, with Morrigan's blessing.
And how do you know more that's Morgan's will?
Indeed, I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Corax, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess. It seems she has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law.
Alright, so I'm supposed to meet somebody, and where?
I've seen it in a vision. The nest. Where your meeting will take place. Listen well, for her words are sacred. And return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
So I have to go back to the nest where I was just at? Well, order me to sleep in the Korax nest. I assume is somewhere. Is it this? Is it somewhere else? Okay, well, I guess I'll go to the only nest I know. But that's a different nest. See, this is the Korax nest. This is the crow's nest. There. It should be tracked. Korax something? Haven't been here. This place hasn't been explored. Hmm.
Oi, you. Don't. Hey, you there.
Okay, so there's something here that I haven't seen before. The question mark on Druid Shrine. going ahead. Okay, so I have now seen this because the area I was just in. What's this little house over here? Polar bear. This.
It's crawling with monsters out there, isn't it? I'm hiding here to get my strength back before moving on. They call me Runner because I'm a fast runner. If I were still with my tribe, I'd have introduced myself as Shaba. But Scarin the Skin Taker gave me that name, and I just got used to it.
You were cast out?
Not really. My greatest sin was being a Gunvolder who survived. None of the other tribes would take me in. They think my survival goes against everything the Del Rita stand for. Can you believe that? As if surviving is beneath the Del Rita. Who needs us dead? Only the worms in the ground. So I joined Scarin the Skin Taker's band. We were like a family, until Scarin decided there was no place for me in his ranks.
Who's this guy?
He's the top dog around here. After I joined him, he called me Runner. Said it was for how fast I run away from a fight. He's one mean son of a bitch. At first, it seemed like we all shared the same idea, uniting the Del Rita, even the Nameless ones. But over time, he started losing it. He sees conspiracies everywhere, trusts no one, stuff like that. I think the power got to his head. I've heard it happen sometimes. Out of here. Anywhere. The farther the better. I've got just one last piece of unfinished business keeping me in these lands. But I need a lot more strength before I finish my mission. And all these monsters sure aren't making things any easier.
What mission is that?
I want to get rid of Scarin the Skin Taker.
I feel like I've
rule over
already killed
anyone,
him.
and he certainly shouldn't try to unite all the scattered Nameless under his banner. But if he succeeds, the way he is now, he'd have us attacking our own brothers. I've had enough bloodshed. One eye's off to his war, and word is that Gurfhan wants to call the moot and go to war with Camelot. Or with one eye for going after Camelot. Either way, it ends with us spilling more of our own blood.
Quite a reasonable take for a former bandit.
But it's the truth. And I was thinking, if you're willing, we could make a deal. You see, if Scarin were to be killed by someone outside the Del Rita, not only would he die, so would his legend. My nameless brothers will see the truth. Someone wiser will take his place, and we'll live in peace. Exiled, maybe, but still honorable.
Alright. I'll hunt him down.
Great! That's what I like to hear. Bring me his head, and I'll share what I took when I left the village. You won't be disappointed. Don't you worry about that. You
Well,
can
it's
take him.
XP, I don't-
Scarran talks big.
Oh, well, I guess I haven't killed this guy yet. Where's he at? He's up here. I do want to go to here and search this area still. So let's keep going along this road area. And I'll come back and get that. No, these guys are fast. Where's the... No. The shaman makes them do stuff. Alright, druid shrine. Alright, give him some bear claws. Nice! King Arthur armor. Level up, bring up spirituality, done. Skills, bring up that, done. Now, I can wear King Arthur's armor. No. I got his gloves. And his pants. Where's King Arthur's pants? These pants. Still in light armor. Sweet. Why are you slowed down? Oh, I'm encumbered. Let's drop these boots normally weigh a lot, and so. There. I need to get to a town. I need to sell some shit. Okay, I've been on this little thing here, but it does lead to here. Oh, but I want to go back out. Okay. I don't want to go down that way. Oh, there's another question mark on the other side of this mountain. What could it be, precious? Treasure chest up there. Ah! Scared me. Like, look, guys, I was looting. Did not need to be scared like that. A lot of dead Del Rita here. Wait, is there like a thing up here? No. But it does look like there's a cave right here. Some kind of hideout. Well, whatever it is, we'll kill it. Who's hiding out in here? Like Camelosian soldier, you're a long way from home.
Stop. Don't come any closer. Are you alive? Or a ghost?
I'm here. Do you often see people who aren't here?
I don't know. Haven't seen anyone in a long time. Last friend of mine left this cave, what, 5 years ago? Could be more. Hard to tell the time in here. But there, it's just endless damn autumn. But yeah, it's been a while. So maybe I've started to lose it. Thought I'd ask. Politely.
Who's asking?
I'm the one asking questions here. Though, looking at you now, I won't kid myself. I wouldn't stand a chance in a fight. Name's Sylvius. I've lived here many years now.
Are you Del Rio?
What? Gods, no. I'm hiding from Del Riata. And since the war's still on, and you don't look like a Riata, I say, welcome. We can hide together. It's safe, more or less. You get used to the dark. At dusk, before the weirdness creeps in, I go out to, well, I hunt.
What war?
The war with Del Riata started with the Gunvilder lot. But I heard Galahad say he'd bring in reinforcements and push on. And the Del Riata, I used to think they were savages. But even though they do fight like wild beasts, they're just people, like you and me. And I'm done helping with this. That's why I'm hiding.
He's not doing a very good job of hiding. He's wearing the tunic and everything. It's like, yeah. Why did Camelot attack him?
I wondered about that too. When the order came, the Del Riata aren't the friendliest neighbors, sure. But they've never done anything to us. And they had a deal with King Arthur. They could rule their lands their way. So why the bloodshed? I thought, and finally it hit me. When you don't know what it's about gold. Or something else worth taking. So I figure those fine knights of the Round Table made a deal to bleed the Del Riata dry. And keep the loot for themselves. Because it's miserable back in Camelot. The city's nothing like the capital from the old stories. It's a stinking gutter. No wonder they're after coin.
How long have you been here?
Well, since Camelot crushed the Gunvilder. Don't know how long exactly, long enough. A few lads and I never got the retreat order. They left without us. We had no choice. We had to hide, had to survive. I made it because I was stubborn. The others, they gave up, walked out, never came back. That's how I know the war is still going. And nothing will drag me out of this cave.
But the war's long over. Camelot pulled out. They never came back. Maybe your comrades just went home. That's why they never came back.
Who knows? They left me, you know, just left. I've been alone ever since. Alone in this awful place. Too scared to walk more than a few steps from the cave.
But the war's long over.
No, that can't be. I hear battle sounds every day. They're so loud. Feels like the war's going on just over the hill. But the weirdness comes at night. And what happened to Gunvilder Keep? That was a massacre. Maybe it is the weirdness. I've heard it can bring your worst fears to life. Thought that was just stories for kids. I don't know what to think anymore. So many years. And now what? What am I even supposed to do? If I go back home, they'll think I'm a spy. They'll hang me before I say a word. But if I stay, I'll die here, alone. When you leave, I might never speak to anyone again. I'll just rot here in this dark, cold cave.
Well, if it's cold enough, you won't rot. I think you should take the risk. Go back. There's no war. Yeah, why don't you just go back?
Maybe I will. I'll go back as a beggar. Nobody needs to know who I really am, right? You're right. I'll pack some supplies. and start walking. It's a long road home. Thank you for showing up. You're welcome to use this cozy little cave of mine whenever you like. I won't be needing it anymore. Before we part ways, I'll give you the location of a stash left behind by our old legate, one of Galahad's close men. His treasures weren't any use to me, not in the state I've been living in, and I don't have the strength to carry any of it now, so I'm passing it on to you for talking with me. It really helped. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I am a delight to talk to. Alright, well, that's that. He had freaking supplies for days. Or, well, I guess years. Random dude in a cave. Sorted. Is there some kind of keep up there? I think that's where we're headed. It's inside here. Ah, this is the Gulwald stronghold. Okay, okay. Alright, well I guess we'll go in there and kill everything. Son of a bitch. Camelot soldier's note. Oh, there's somebody over there.
You reek of his cowardice. You've met my son, the traitor. Son a serpent, not a wolf.
Who or what are
A
you?
shadow has fallen over me, for I raised a traitor. No memories will remain. My name, Frode of Gunvalder, will be scattered by the winds of betrayal.
What happened here?
Our stand, a final cry of defiance against Camelot. We fought for our people, for honor, for the old ways, and we fell abandoned to the cold of death. All of it defiled by the flight of a son who left his tribe. A traitor.
Your son, who is it?
He called himself a son of Gunvalder, but he left us to die. By abandoning his tribe, he abandoned his true name, One Eye. They call him One Eye now.
That's cool, I killed him
My
already.
son, a traitor, raised by myself. Curse me!
One Eye is your son?
A painful truth. Son a traitor. If anyone ever speaks the name Frode aloud, this is what they'll remember. The father of a traitor and a coward. What a disgrace.
Why are you telling me that?
Truth deserves to be known, even if it is born in pain. The dead do not forget. The Gunvalder do not forget. Tell me, do you fight with honor, or will you flee as he did?
You know what's kind of bullshit about One Eye? So he goes to the Horns of the South to fight Camelot. Yet if he would have stayed home, he would have fought Camelot. I think that's kind of shenanigans. I'll fight.
Then let this ruin bear witness one last time.
Oh, by the way, I killed your son. There it was. You can totally execute when they're doing that. I want to sit in this chair. Now I am the king of a dead tribe. But yeah, one eye totally could have been here and died with his kin and not a traitor, but instead he died a traitor somewhere else because I could. Ah, this was the door we couldn't open. And then they didn't go this way, which would have shown me that there's a dude over there. Got it. Okay, can I go through that broken wall? Oh, remember last time I tried to do that? I got stuck, so we'll save before we do that. Hey. Oh, we've been here too. God damn it. Okay, well, we have explored this. We've got the one piece of lore that we really wanted was that One Eye is a bastard. Traitor King. I think we've killed all the enemies out here. Can we get him off the mountain? Nope. Good. Have a crow core. Okay, where are we on the map? So I want to walk all the way around here just so we can see what's what. That's that walkway. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, we use this like a ramp. Made it. Cleared this area already. Alright, so what is this that we're walking up on? I see people. Oh, these are red people.
Stay focused!
Well, stay focused, bro.
Keep your wit.
Gotta take the moonshine. Gotta take the moonshine for that one guy.
Stay focused!
The Horns of the South that love the moonshine.
This is gonna hurt!
I'm encumbered again. Here, drop these stupid helmets. There you go, I have 10. Aha, there's some titanium over there. nothing to write home there. And I think that's this area. What's this? Dead Soldier's Stash is right here. Let's go around this. Get that stash. Oh, is there another nameless over here?
Stay focused! We have company! You'll regret
I've ended that one? Yeah, that's where the ogre was. What's that big blue flame right there? Okay, so let's go here. Now we need to go all the way up there. We're gonna not use that just in case there's more to this King Arthur armor. I'm headed that direction, right? Oh yeah, I'm just going along the way around. Left behind. Well, let's do this one since we're here. Sir? Oh. Okay, that was that quest. Turn around. There's some kind of question mark over here. What haven't I discovered yet? What fudge is this? I've discovered that. Pretty sure I've walked on this road before. There's some kind of cave here. Grotto of the First Man? Actually, I haven't been here. It looks like the place I've been before.
I
Hello.
sense the presence of a soul. The veil stirs. I awaken.
And who are
I
you?
am the observation construct, set here long ago by my creators. Of them, no trace remains, only silence. Yet you bear the soul mark of a creator. Faint, flickering, but there. Shall I speak what I have seen?
Yeah, I'm sure we're not. How long have you stood?
Time is not mine to measure. No sun reaches this place. If you seek such knowledge, find the one the creators named Time Construct. Or ask the construct for watching Outlanders. He counts the days, or so it's said.
Yes, tell me everything.
All at once. Would you know of the living that pass through this place? Or the signs carved upon stone? Or the bones and the other still organic matter?
I have some questions about
So
the
be
living.
it. Many come. Small lives, clawed and toothsome. They bicker, they fight, they devour. Be wary. None like you have passed this way in many cycles. None who bore such light in the soul.
What are the stones?
The stone is painted history. The first carved their truths into the walls. Signs not bound by the turning of time. I watched as stars marked their days. The gut of the mountain. The giant's eye. The sky bore witness when the primordial fell. The pattern remains for those who know how to follow it. But few now do.
AFK for just a second. 30 seconds. Be right back. Oh! My big kitty. Yeah, you. And I'm back. What about bones?
One rests still, a skull of the first, cradled on a pedestal, delicate, revered. Perhaps the old tales speak true, that the creators sprang from those ancient ones. The signs point that way, but to say more would be beyond my knowing. A greater construct would be needed.
Were you made by the Four
I do
Dwellers?
not know this word. I was woken by the hand of creators, or perhaps by their will. That is enough.
Well, that's all
I
I do.
wake to presence. I rest when the world falls silent. The watch is ended, for now. When another soul walks this ground, I shall wake once more. Take this as a memento of our meeting.
A Four Dweller's skull. Alright. This. Okay, before I go in there, because you know I'm obviously going in there. People came, they attacked the four dwellers, and they killed a big lizard. That sounds like the history of man right there. Then they fought each other, and they fought a blob thing, and had like, this is the birth of Peely, right there, you can see the banana, you know? Then they worshipped something and fought it at the same time. Where does this go? This goes that way. I've already been there. Okay, I'm gonna go maybe into this thing. I interact with it. And now I'm here. Oh. This the way out? Do I do this every time I run the wrong way? Like they put you in the right direction. And I totally do it. Yeah, every time. There's something down there. I don't see anything down here. Alright, we're headed this direction. What's down here? Another deer shrine, antler fragments, and deer pelts. Son of a bitch.
Hold your ground, men!
Look, that guy looks freaky. Got his head. Damn it. Alright, so he's dead. I'm encumbered again, because of course I am. Drop those. Drop that. Drop that. Okay, so now we've gone through this area. I have to go back to here to turn that in. Stagfather. Like, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Alright, so I need to go south. South is that way. Look out for bears! What's up here? More nameless to kill? I mean, encumbered. What did I just pick up? You know, I should check and see if I have stupid weapons on me, and of course I do. It's funny when you get encumbered lifting a feather. What's down there? I feel like something's attacking me. Is there something attacking me? Oh, this was the place with the what's this? The blue flame. Isn't this the town? Yeah. This is the town that got destroyed. Are you, yeah, you are. I've got way too much shit on me. Honor Blade, yeah, we get rid of those. Ice Crusher. Spark, White Death, Crimson Purple, thingy. Honorary Blade. Wolf's thing. Yeah. That's a cool shit. I just sold Sir Lancelot's armor. Yeah, we're gonna sell it. I don't care. It's not King Arthur's armor, I'm not wearing it. It's been a while since I hit a store. Hey, we're back up to 100K, which is nice because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to spend that to make King Arthur's armor way less. Alright, so go around this thing and then head north. That way? East, north, that way. Six pieces of titanium ore, nice.
You can take him. Excellent. I knew you could do it. Now, all I need to do is defeat you and bring your head to the camp. Whoever avenges Scarron takes his place. That's the way of the nameless Darita.
Alright. Do you really want to risk that just to go back to your people? I defeated Scarron, you, a little runt like you.
Runt!
Don't impress
I'll
me.
show you, Runt. Come
That's
on!
right.
Fight me!
Get out of the building. Guess that's my reward. I'll take that carnation, that burdock root. Alright, well, he's dead. Let's see. Done. Where is this? Hold on. We need to find where this is. Now that I've re-followed it, well, is it going to show up on my map? Hey, it did. It's that same sparkling nest. All right. So we need to go from here to here. I went the wrong way. Of course I did. What's this question mark on my map here? Is there another cave right here? What? Maybe that's for later? Did the druid shrine. Another nameless guy over here.
We have company.
These ones I have to go at the right angle for the. Okay, let's do this one, because I'm going there to walk across the sword again. Wait, there's another question mark. What's the question mark down here? Is there a cave down here? What the hell is this? Ugh. Okay, I could turn in stuff here, but I want to do this quest first before we finish the quest here. Now that I'm up here during the daytime, I'm gonna walk around this thing real quick. That's a big rock. That's a far way down. This is also a far way down. Alright, let's go up here then. What do we got? Who am I talking to? Hello, bird thing.
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together.
What do you want from me?
Decide. The paths of self. Whispers in the shadows. Wings gliding silently on the wind. Crow eyes. Watching. Patient. Or the path of war. The wild screech. An open assault. Beaks and claws. Blood.
If I choose one, what happens to the other? Does it matter to which one I path I
They
take?
die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other.
Does it matter to you which path I take?
You ask a crow what it prefers? Warm blood or cold carrion? The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes.
I choose the path of war. Let's do this. If everybody's going to war, we might as well.
Then so it shall be. 100 beaks will tear the sky. Blood will flow. Let the crows feast on the fallen. Start with self's corpse. It will sharpen their hunger.
Alright, I guess I have to kill self now. Oh, is this a cat cam moment? Please hold. Let's not fall off this thing and die while I try to turn the cat camera on. New cat camera on. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Move that just a little bit. There we go. Little cat cam. That's not obtrusive in any way. All right. We are not going to go across that thing again. We're going to. Oh, its self is in. Sweet dreams. I've spoken the correct. Maybe it's time to return to war. Which is in Morgan's Hollow. So Big Crow in the sky told me to kill you. But I guess I don't kill you yet. Oh, okay, so now I wait for I talk to War first.
Speak. What is the will of the goddess?
Morgan does not permit the children to reveal themselves. I must kill you. Your decision is sound. Let Morgan's children rule the world.
Then Self's blood shall adorn the goddess's altar. You will see that it does.
Sure.
Go forth and fulfill Morrigan's will. My crow.
Self? Now what? We're to kill all these guys? They're all showing as red. Alright, no more monsters here. Okay. So that's it, huh? That story's over? Can't do that quest. That's who I need to go back to now. Alright, let's finish out those. Forlorn swords, and it's should be here. Am I crazy? Rise the mountain to face the... It's not here. Yes, this thing just... Sometimes it does not like tracking quests. Oh, am I? It's because I'm looking at the fast travel view and it doesn't like to do that, I don't think. Yeah. Blah. I don't think this is the way I need to be going. I gotta go up. Cat legs, cat's butt. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Yeah. Going to spare you the cat butt. Alright, so here I can talk to this guy, tell him that I got the blessings of all the giants.
Traveler.
I've gathered the giants' blessing.
By the stones. Do you have any idea what you've accomplished? Forging a weapon from them is the pinnacle of the Stone Warden's craft. It's a feat spoken of in tales but never achieved in living memory. You've brought us to the peak of what we can do, and surpassed even that.
Will you forge it? Or can
Ambitious.
I forge it?
I respect that. The forge is yours, but I'll guide your hand. This isn't something to take lightly.
How romantic. Like Ghost.
You've earned this moment. A Stone Warden in all but name, shaping the strength of giants. Use it well, and make it count.
I got the giant's grudge. Yep. The giant's grudge. Blessed by the strength of the giants, long gone. Its weight carries more than steel, the only blade known to wound this person. Okay, well, then I guess I will use it. God, it's so cute.
Until next.
Alright, let's go kill that stone bitch up here. Thanks for not naming me a stone warden. Sure.
Oh!
Gotta give the giant guy a little bit of advantage. Take a little damage from myself. Hey, I got this ugly sword and I'm supposed to kill you with it. I see the giant's blessing upon you. Their mark burns on your soul. Why would they favor such a feeble creature? I challenge you in the name of the giants. Your reign of corruption ends here. The giants, they abandoned us long ago, led us to rot. Their blessing means nothing to me. Think their favor makes you worthy to face me? You are nothing. I am the lone pillar, the chosen by the gods. No mortal or giant can unseat me. You are no chieftain. You're a parasite. Enough, you dare mock me. Blah, 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 blah. Then come, Walker, the weirdness. Let us take this giant's blessing and kick each other's ass. You've bested me. The lone pillar has fallen. Oh no. Speak, Conqueror. Who will take my place? Stoner, because he is the stoniest of all. He's the one who fought hardest in the tribe's future. He deserves leads. He's the master stone warden. He has the strength and wisdom to lead. I don't care which one of these. I'm gonna make Stoner just because I like his name. Stoner, always meddling, always scheming. Perhaps as hard and stronger than I give him credit for. It is this weird tentacle thing on your back. So let it be. Lead well, Stoner. Lead them better than I did. Alright, Stoner, where are you at? You're now the king of the Utgard trial.
You fought bravely, and I have heard your will.
I like that.
The new chieftain.
Weapon drop.
I never sought this, but if that's what the tribe needs, then I'll do my best.
A fine choice, truly. You got the heart for this, and the tribe needs someone like you to lead. You fought for the Ulfar in ways few others have. Let's hope the weight of leadership only strengthens you further. And you've done well, choosing wisely when the tribe needed it most.
I'm humbled, really. I'll make sure our tribe is strong and united, and yes, I'll go to the moot. The Ulfar will have their voice. Thank you for everything you did. We surely couldn't have made it without you.
What's your plan?
First, I need to get this Thrigvi nonsense out of their heads. That'll be the hardest part. Ulfar might be stubborn, but we're not fools. Once they see Thrigvi dead, they'll come to their senses. Before long, he'll be nothing more than a cautionary tale we tell our children. And there's nothing the Ulfar love more than battle.
What about your wife? You know, the one that you locked inside the basement?
Now that you've spoken to the giants and put Thrigvi down, she might finally have a chance to return to herself. I hope the voices are silent now, or will be soon. I couldn't have done this without you. You have my deepest gratitude, and that of every Ulfar. You have my thanks and my respect. It's been a long time since the Ulfar had a reason to stand tall. Thanks to you, we have a reason once more.
It's a little star on the stream. Wow, can I loot your stuff? Whoa, he looks messed up.
Well met, travel.
Can I be a stone warden now? Oh, open shop. That's great. But there's a shop right here, right when I just needed one. Nice. Sell that. Do not sell that. Deals critical damage against enemies with 100% health. Critical hits with this weapon deal 100% more damage. Ooh. 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 Crow's mask. Okay. Take a look at this weapon. So, increase physical damage. But see, that one doesn't really do anything for me, but that's... Oh, but it looks like poop. Nah, I don't... Sorry. I'm going back to the sword. Here, buy these shitty weapons from me. Alright, so that's done. Let's go turn in this quest. Do we get more King Arthur's armor?
Yes?
Regarding
Who
the
have you
moves.
managed to convince?
I have convinced
You
Stoner.
have no idea how glad I am that the threat of Tryggve has passed, and that they've managed to appoint a new chieftain. The members of the Ulfred tribe are always the first to fight. Their strength and endurance are unmatched. Without them, we could forget about any real war effort, especially against Camelot. So, allow me to offer you a gift in thanks for aiding their tribe. A unique piece of our king's armor, forged by Ulfr himself, the very forefather they take their name from.
Now let's put it on, because I gotta see what it is. Ooh. The breastplate. Ooh! That's cool. When damage is taken, something, you deal increased damage. Hey Anthony, how you doing? We are just turning in
Who have you managed
pieces.
to convince? How did you manage to convince the Twyde tribe? They've always kept to themselves, no matter the hardships we faced.
Oh, I had
You've
all of
done
them
the
killed,
impossible.
basically.
And I want to give you an artifact the Twyde tribe once guarded. Here, a part to the king's armor they were tasked with guarding. It will aid you as you face the challenges of the king's threat. Go now, my king, and reclaim your crown. All the tribes can do now is patiently wait for your return.
Alright. Got some boots. Oh, boo, but I didn't get like a helmet? I'm at medium armor. I need to go to... Alright, we're gonna go ahead and set a... No, we won't need to set a campfire. I'm gonna go to the horns of the south. I know where to craft there. It's just easier. There's a little star in the top right hand side. She's sleeping up in the cat tree. Level up. We've leveled a couple times. What do I want to level up? I think I want... Okay, and then I think I have some weird items. Precious. She is just that. Alright, let's sell all my dumb stuff to this guy. Lancelot's armor, you did me well, so there you go. Now time to waste a lot of money, not really waste, and not crafting armor weight reduction on the breastplate. Reduce the weight. Oh, I like that I think they updated this so it actually gives you the number. Alright, so that only weighs 1. That weighs 1.4. Oh shoot, I used all my money. Wow. God, that uses so much money. And now I can't upgrade these. Well, I can upgrade once. Only cost 600 to upgrade. Alright, no more money. This is how we roll. Oh shoot. I didn't attach relics. Cost 500 per relic. Let me go clear out. Let me sell some of the stuff in my stash. I don't need to hold on to it. Sell from stash. Sell all this crap. It's in my stash, it's not needed. Alright, 70,000 bucks again. Nice. Now let's attach some relics. So go here, attach a relic, attach a relic. So we're gonna do I guess the I only have 2 relics. It's either encumbrance or dash recharging. Okay, cool. You're all set there. We can do another round of upgrading. Can I get one more upgrade on this? It's gonna cost 53,000 to upgrade that again. Okay, we won't do that. We will upgrade all these. Alright. Cool. But now we have King Arthur's armor. Super stoked on that. And let's go to the end of it. I think there's no other quests that I can do. Let's finish this out, see what happens when I get the next piece of the armor. Or next piece of his soul. Last piece of his soul. No. That's not what's gonna happen, Anthony. Anthony says it's going to turn on me. You're gonna have to kill him. Nah. Yeah, my armor gives me like a ton of bonuses against four dwellers. So they're not gonna have a chance. That's spooky. Your head is big. Ooh. That thing is creepy looking. Just think so, buddy. That's a dead body. That's more like it. Like stuck inside his butt. I probably shouldn't go. I almost went right that way, and that would not have ended well for me. I mean, I don't want to pass up killing these things. As you know who the king is. Alright, let's go in there. I haven't done a hard save in a while. Move. Thank you, Anthony. I don't know what that came from. Alright, let's go this way. up there. I think he's stuck. Hit him in the butt. I was just like, I'm gonna let my archery skill go up a little bit, you know? Well, this is gonna lead me back to where I was, which was that way, but there's some crates over there that I'm not gonna loot. We're good. Alright, we have made it full circle. Back to where we were. We're going this way first. Okay, this seems like... Oh, that's my helmet. All right. Gonna turn off the cat just for a minute. Yes. Yes.
He was the fire that forged order from chaos. He was the hand that lifted kingdoms, the will that carved a path through darkness. He was the shelter against the storm. He was the vow unbroken, the bulwark that stood when all else fell. He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be. I am his burden, the man beneath the myth. I am the face that time forgot, the name that was never enough. He was the man beneath the crown. He was the voice that doubted, the heart that still beat beneath the weight of legend.
First, you used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them.
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined. And you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit. You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men?
This is not...
Oh, stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. Right after we won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you. I've had enough. I stood by you through everything. Even what you did to me. The seawall. I let it all slide. I told myself it was for something. For a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
Oh, I can set a bonfire here?
Now I remember it all. I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty. And for what? Everything is in ruin. Everything I struggled to build is corrupted. This land, it had a glorious past. But it has no future. There is no way to save it.
You were right about the Del Rita. You were really unfair to the Del Rita. React! Look, I don't question my king. He was right.
And what if my decision cost them the ability to grow? What if instead of helping them become better, I forced them to stay set in their ways? I may have been right about the diagnosis, but now I see that I could have been wrong about the cure. The tribes helped us win the war. They were fearless and followed every order. They were the most loyal of all. But I left them broken. And after the war, their bloodlust was insatiable. I had to do something. This felt like the only choice.
What was that about the Pendragon?
I come from the Pendragon bloodline. A heritage drenched in as much blood as that of the Del Rita. A heritage that pillaged and fought in the homelands for longer than anyone can remember. And unable to build anything that withstood the test of time. I decided to leave it behind me when we won the war against the Four-Dwellers, and built our kingdom on Avalon on stronger foundations. Now we've seen that my bloodline must have been cursed.
And Uriel said, I know you. What about the giants, Gilbert?
The giants sided with our enemy. We had to find a way to remove them from the equation. So, under cover of night, the tribes stole their children. I told the giants their offspring were our hostages, and that we would slaughter them if they refused to bend the knee. One of the most humiliating moments of that whole war, both for me and for the Del Rita.
I didn't expect Caradoc to hear.
Caradoc had the clearest eyes of any of us. He saw things for what they were. And I think I destroyed that. Destroyed him with all I did. I turned him into this. And now he's only a shadow of the man I once knew. He used to carry hope. Now all he carries is vengeance. There's nothing left. Nothing worth saving. Nothing worth rebuilding. I gave everything I had to this land. My blood, my soul, my name. And the land devoured it all. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall.
You know what? Is my mic... Is a different microphone picking this up? Properties. What device is this? This needs to be this device. Yeah. Sorry. You've got to be kidding. That's why my sound was so weird. Damn it. It was going through the headphones on my head and the mic on my head versus the mic that's in front of me. God damn it. But yes, that's just the dishes, and on my real mic you shouldn't be able to hear that. But on the mic on my head, you can hear it. Okay. At least that explains why it had weird sound. So the crown, what do we do about the giants?
Do what you want. There's nothing about this land that I recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions, destroyed. Why bother?
Wow. That's it, huh? Why bother?
Future King, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now inhabit. Is it time for us to awaken?
Yes, I order you to march on Camelot. You will lead the Dalrita tribes. Yes, I order you to bring order to the Forlorn Swords, and you must suppress the Dalrita thirst for war. It's time for you to rest. You may sleep forevermore. See, I think we're going with this one. Because I've been doing war with everybody. Everybody's going to war, so we're all gonna just go to war. And the Dalrita, they don't deserve to be suppressed. They deserve to go to war and die a glorious death.
The Dalrita have long been our allies. Through their eyes, we have watched your kingdom fall into corruption. Camelot will fall. Your will shall be done.
All right. Well, I got this cool helmet here. It's fucking awesome. Now that I have like the complete armor set, do you think I can pick up Excalibur like for realsies now? Be like, hey, this is my sword, bro. All right. Well, did I miss anything? Well, it doesn't flip it. Well. It was up here. Those guys are not even here anymore. What about that button? What'd that do? Oh, there's a... Oh, here they all are.
We are ready to begin the moot. We were only waiting for your return, once and future king. You were strong enough to walk the king's thread, and you conquered it. What is your will, my king? What decision have you made regarding the giants?
The giants will support you in your war.
Glory be to you, once and future king. Fame and honor to you for all time. Thanks to you, Camelot will fall, and with it, the dead laws and the suppression of the Dalrita tribes. Thank you, my king, for your intervention. I, the voice of the Dalrita tribes, accept your decision with humility and gratitude.
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So we're prepared for war. It's not a solution I would have supported, but, you know, that's what this mood's all about, bro. We don't have much choice. Come on, don't make me read all of this.
The giants are marching on Camelot, and I suppose I should be glad, right? But I'm not. Not at all. How am I supposed to know they won't turn on us one day? The Stagfather was supposed to be our protector too, and he wiped out nearly my entire tribe. I'll never trust the giants. Not a chance.
So be it. War. We march on Camelot, and the giants shall clear the path for us. My plans to rebuild the tribe must wait. But perhaps the Thoid scattered across the land will join our march. I only hope that many of us return home safely. Without Thoid blood, rebuilding a tribe as strong as we once were will be no easy task.
The king's decision pleases me greatly. My tribe will once again have the chance to prove itself in battle. Nothing stirs a Volkir's soul more than the chaos of true war. There, we shall be at our strongest. I only hope Camelot's armies have the courage to meet us in the field, instead of cowering behind their city walls and forcing us into some tedious siege.
Agreed. Nobody needs a tedious siege. Alright, so we are off to... Okay, so there was a cave somewhere that I needed the helmet for. Was it by this druidic shrine? I think it was. I think it was down this way in this area right here. Tomb of a Knight. Like, no, that was a knight you were supposed to talk to. Oh, well. Please hold.
It is you. I wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king. And I see that you were brought here by some lad. That's kind of you, stranger. But you'll have to pardon the mess. These halls ain't fit to welcome a king, nor the one who bears him within.
And, who are you?
Ah, right. Sometimes I forget that not everything's as clear as it once was. Truth be told, I tend to lose sight of a few important things myself. But to the point, my name is Gavonin. I'm a craftsman, a blacksmith, and the keeper of this place. The pleasure is mine, kind lad. And your grace, of course.
Of course. Anthony says not to be confused with the Tomb of the Day.
This, kind lad, is the tomb of the knight who never came. There was once a grim legend that claimed this tomb was built out of fear. Fear of an ancient curse Morgana cast upon Arthur. She foretold that all the great knights who were denied the king's favor and honors would rise at the end of days as an army of the dead. They would march on Camelot, seize the capital, shatter the Round Table to dust, defile the royal relics, and from the ruins, forge a kingdom of their own. But those are just stories from the old days.
How do you know I carry the king?
This tomb opens only for two kinds of brave souls. Knights who were never granted a seat at the Round Table, and the king himself. I've been sitting here long enough to know what kind of knight visits the tomb. And your visit is unlike any other.
Can you leave this place?
No. I would cease to be. I'm bound here by an oath I made to his grace. The one who now dwells within you, but is perfectly fine. It is my home, and so it shall remain for all time.
You mentioned that you're a craftsman.
Anyone who finds their way here usually comes seeking eternal rest. And rest like that calls for a proper gravestone. I carve each one with my own chisel. They also bring battle-scarred equipment. My hammer mends what needs mending, so it will serve them well in the land of the dead. And the dead? Well, they need a keeper. Someone to watch over them when unrest stirs. Believe me, those who chase glory in life don't always lie in peace.
You need any help?
Really kind of you, lad, but no. Or, well, maybe there is something. You see, I once made a habit of carving gravestones in advance, so that any knight arriving here could choose the one beneath which they'd rest for eternity. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my chisel. It slipped and fell all the way into the depths. Clang, clang, clang. If you could find it, I would be most grateful.
What about those who do not rest in peace?
If we do not speak of them, then we won't stir their slumber. The dead prefer silence. Best not to call their names.
You're saying that nobody has visited this tomb in all these years?
Aye. Few in nights these days, and even less knighthood to speak of. No wonder that so few of them come. Such are the times we live in. Hope you find something.
He's got a shop. All right. Anything to sell? Yeah, these deals. Alright, so his chisel is down at the bottom of this tomb. I'll go inside the tomb. I like tombs. They're not spooky at all. Knack for finding loot, no matter where I fall. Hello, I'm looking for a chisel. You just hanging out in the crypts?
You kept us waiting. Your tombs gathered quite a lot of cobwebs and spiders. Best tidy up a little before you settle in for eternity.
You were waiting for me?
Ah, of course. Of all the forgotten knights who never came, you stand closest to the king. When you finally join us, you'll tell us what it was like to hear his voice, to share so many battles by his side. I won't deny my envy, but in death, you'll be our equal. And then we'll speak as comrades.
Is that a threat? You assume that I'll fail and die.
I've no need to assume. Everyone dies, sooner or later. But yes, you're right. I suppose I had already decided your mission, whatever it may be, was bound to fail. Perhaps I was mistaken. Forgive me.
What are you doing here?
I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, unless, of course, you're pointing out that I'm not in which case, fair enough. But what can I say? I do enjoy the occasional posthumous strolls.
How did you die?
I came to this tomb of my own accord, as did many of us. I knew our time was drawing to a close. The gates opened, and so I entered. I had a few words with Govanon and then headed to the crypt prepared for me. With my own gravestone on my back, I treated it as my penance.
What did you do?
Sometimes, when men want something badly enough, they're capable of truly awful things.
You don't need to have
I killed 5 knights.
For something to be
Each
terrible.
one stood higher than me in the race for a seat at the round table. 4 I cut down during a tournament. The last I drowned in a river. He was drunk as a skunk. Didn't even comprehend what was happening. Quite the burden to repent for, wouldn't you say?
What do you think of that dude up there?
Fine lad. If someone's to watch over my corpse, I'm glad it's him. I imagine long ago he had more to do. It's been a while since anyone new passed through.
Oh, I guess I want his service.
I see. You pity the wretch who never reached his dreams. How noble of you. Truly. But I propose something fairer. Let's test it. Your cause, my worth. If I lose with dignity, I am all yours. If you still consider me a good candidate for service, but if you fall, then you'll lie in the tomb that's been waiting for you since before you drew your first breath. So.
Sure.
Splendid. Lost. Oh, how I missed that rush. As I promised, I'll serve the 2 of you.
You got a cool looking
Here is my
sword.
oath. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
Wondering why, do you think during the Cardos fight, it just gives you a spell to summon? Right? Nothing? Right? Can't put a bonfire here. I almost got him into the coffin. Almost knocked him into the coffin. That was great. Exactly. 4. I feel like it went all the way down and I didn't find that guy's quest item. So I've been in here. I didn't find that item, did I? No. Alright. We'll go... Oh, I see. Which way did I miss going? Is there a chisel on the ground somewhere that I missed? Well, maybe it fell in this water. I just didn't look hard enough. There's a body. On the body of the dude I didn't loot. All right. All right, we'll loot this.
Grace and the companion. You did? I was starting to fear that one day I'd have to descend to the lower levels myself. I try not to go that deep. Makes me drowsy. Sometimes I feel like lying down in one of the empty tombs myself. Thank you. It is a great honor to receive aid from the king and his companion. Here, take this. I hope you both will find it useful.
And the ghost of Sir Vast, he said one of the empty graves was for me.
Ah, Sir Vast still lingers then. I'm not surprised. Some knights wear death like a cloak, and even the grave forgets to close behind them. As for the empty grave, every soul that walks this tomb finds their name carved somewhere. It doesn't mean the end is near. only that the place remembers who you are, even if you forget. When the body finally rests in the grave, the epitaph completes itself. Step cat.
He gave me a full set of armor. It's like, that's the one thing I definitely don't need. I can't. Yeah, I can't do this here. Alright, this should be the end. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to her.
To be denied what you believed was your destiny. To spend your life chasing the unattainable, only to die unfulfilled. It's no wonder they can't find peace.
You talk about the person it's like you knew them.
No. I may be old, but not that old. But I was once involved with a man who did. He knew the First Knights personally. He used to tell me stories about them. Some funny, some sad. I think he missed them more than he cared to admit. But not the king. When it came to Arthur, he had nothing but contempt. And sometimes, that contempt bled into everything else.
Wait, you were with Caradoc?
Oh, so you've met him. Oh, of course you have. I should have guessed. You brought back his majesty, and he is the center of Caradoc's very existence. Ugh, he's such a miserable sod. I'm sure he knows I'm around, but I'd kill for him to just come and say hello.
She sounds like she's speaking into a blanket. I know, it does this thing where, like, it doesn't bring you close enough to her. It like, the last time we saw her, it sounded like she was a mile away. I gather things didn't end happily.
He's a bitter man, and that bitterness darkened every bit of joy I tried to share with him. We were brought together by a special kind of loneliness. But while I see my life as an opportunity, he sees his as a curse. And he may not be wrong. Our circumstances are very different. Still, I wish I could have made him happy, even if only for a little while.
You want to join me in killing him?
I couldn't.
I'm about to do that now.
It was hurting us both too much to keep trying.
There's a grave ready for me in the Tomb of the Night who never came.
There is a grave ready for all of us somewhere. Though, maybe not all of us get to see it before it's our time. Did it frighten you? Such a stark reminder of your mortality.
No, I'm not sure if I want to rest with the others.
Why? Not your kind of company. Don't worry. I doubt anything could make you. You'll rest where you choose, or where you fall. Some souls are meant to wander longer, to carry the stories forward, rather than be buried with them. Whatever you decide, I'm sure Avalon will remember. The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Does that mean that there's another tomb somewhere? I don't remember seeing another tomb. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the Horns of the South and try to pick up Excalibur again. Now that I have its full armor. You know, I think I should... I deserve a new weapon. The weapon and armor I used was from this frickin' stage. It's like, I think I need a new weapon. And I can... oh wait, let's talk to... what do you think of Sir Vass?
Meeting him made me reflect on one thing. How many great knights were swallowed by their ambition to sit at the round table. Somewhere along the way, things must have gone terribly wrong.
If men could kill one another for something that was meant to be an honor, I pity the lost knights of this world. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
What's Galahad like in your day? What? Why is that still here?
I heard rumors. The Del Rita chieftains spoke among themselves of the stone wardens they brought from the homelands. Yet when I asked, they had little to say. It seems their brotherhood has found a way to bend the weirdness to their will. That is good, I suppose. If you have the chance to learn from them, do so. We need every advantage to restore peace to Avalon.
Alright, I don't think that's exactly what that was supposed to be, but, you know, whatever. My stats have gone up. I didn't okay. I'm just gonna take it, you know. It's fine. Let me get my armor back to light so I run a little faster.
I like it with
Armor reduction on the helmets. I need titanium or I'm allowed.
things are quiet.
Oh, I'm going up here. I want that sword. I believe this sword is mine. I don't care if it's bigger than I am. Hey, give me my sword. You sons of bitches. Alright, fine. Let's go talk to Caradoc. What I believe is the end of the game. Then knock, and it's... So he's here. We need to go... You doing okay over there? Okay. He's just eating watermelon like a fiend. Okay. Caradoc told me to meet where the Charred Conclave was, which is over here. Let's go. Is it? It's raining. Would you please wield your sword, bro? Thank you. Am I walking through the ground or something? I feel like I'm lower than I'm supposed to be. Guess I'm going this way. Question mark.
So, you finally made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end.
Well, I think I'm ready. What are you talking about? Ready for what?
Ready to finish your journey, of course. You've come far, but every path ends somewhere. Yours ends here, in the heart of it all.
You've been waiting for me?
Philosophically, not you specifically, but someone like you. Literally. Yes, but I was getting quite bored with the wait.
He's immortal. How am I supposed to kill him? What is this place?
This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand.
I'd like to know more. The druids were scapegoats?
They spoke out. They should have stayed silent, kept to their herbs and potions, but they didn't. They believed their ancient knowledge, ugly and painful truths from times long past, could save Avalon from the plague. And maybe they were right. But people don't want the truth when it's covered in blood.
Ugly and painful truth.
Cruel rituals, sacrifices, hard choices in search of real results. They called it wisdom, knowledge gleaned from the weirdness itself. But to the people, everything they did was unnatural, costly, and frightening. The druids believed their results would justify the costs. They thought Avalon would see them as saviors. But the people didn't understand, and fear turned to fire.
The druids were punished for trying to help?
Well, the Red Church and their politicians made sure of that. The druids became a convenient enemy, a way to shift the blame and tighten their grip on power. It's always so simple, so banal, isn't it?
I saw the graveyard above. Where are we right now?
Well, death doesn't always mean an ending. It was a sacrifice so costly, so cruel, so pointless, that it tore a rift in the fabric of this world. An ultimate wound. And so you're the closest you'll ever come to seeing the true shape of this world.
So why are you waiting for me here?
To greet you. I was once where you are now. A knight with questions, searching for answers. That search led me to this place. And here I found my answers. Now it's your turn.
What can I expect?
Well, first, you're going to meet my former employer. We don't see eye to eye anymore, but we both realize that our collaboration yields results, as shown by you being here. He'll try to sugarcoat the hard truths I've been telling you from the beginning, spin them differently. Never mind. Why waste time here talking about it when you're just a step from the end? It's best if you just go forth and see for yourself.
I guess I'll just go forth and see for myself.
Just remember, this is the point of no return. Once you've stepped through, there's no going back. But if you've come this far, I suppose you already knew that.
Yeah.
Go on.
I've done all the quests I can do. There's none left.
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion.
And who are you exactly?
Oh, forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us.
And, what is this place?
What lingers here? It's older than Avalon. Older than anything we know. What you see is the beginning of weirdness itself. Its purest form. Raw potential. Unshaped by anything but its lack of boundaries and limits. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you. Yes, please let me explain. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed. They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure if bound to his relics. You can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure was born.
Didn't anyone try to resurrect Arthur as a whole then?
I tried. And I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you.
I told you there were two other, like, lanes that didn't have any... They were like empty lanes, and there you go. It's humanity and then this weirdness thing.
The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole. That's why you found the king's soul, bound it to yourself, and came back. You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I merely nudged the Red Church in the right direction and asked Caradoc to assist where I couldn't. I can see you're still doubting me.
I'm not doubting him. What do you want to achieve?
I want to bring back our king, whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future.
What if the resurrection fails?
Won't. This time, Arthur will be whole. A king must be more than power. He must be human. That balance is what will save Avalon.
Why do you want this so much?
Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone. Arthur is their only hope. Ever they're left without him, without guidance, chaos takes hold. Division festers. You've seen it during your journeys. If things continue this way, Avalon will tear itself apart long before weirdness finishes the job.
What if unity isn't enough?
Then Avalon falls, and with it, everything we fought to protect. But I don't believe I'm wrong. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
Home sweet home.
I was there when it all began, and Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army. We believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom. And for a while, it was glorious. Every battle felt like a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers, all because his dream demanded it of us. At first I told myself it was necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king. He was just another man, no different from the rest of us. And no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices.
And you want to kill him once and for all.
But do you understand why I want it so much?
Because they made you immortal in the process, because you hate what you've become, because you feel betrayed because of some person, because you hate what you've become, because you feel betrayed. I don't know who you think you are inside. I'm not a psychologist. But I'll go with because he's bitter and he hates what he's become.
I'd like to believe that after 600 years I've moved past pettiness.
Yeah, well...
You need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human.
What, are you jealous?
He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow. They waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn. Let it rot. Let it rebuild. I won't be here to see it.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table can just crown someone new and replace him. You think that people can stand on their own against the weirdness, the monsters? You want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership. Isn't that just chaos waiting to happen? And what if your way leads directly to people's fall and demise? It's chaos,
call it
bro.
Chaos, call it freedom, I don't care. Let them rise, let them fall. Let them tear each other apart. I just want to watch it all come down. To see the last lie collapse under its own weight. What comes after? That's for the ones still standing to figure out.
No, we're gonna build a Dalrita frickin' paradise. That's what we're gonna do. Giants in every town. Everybody's gonna be happy. And what if it leads to people's fall?
Then
demise?
let it. If this world can't stand without a dead king propping it up, maybe it deserves to fall.
Maybe you deserve to fall. Even if you do this, man, they're gonna find somebody else to replace him, like myself.
Arthur's the only myth that still holds weight. And when he's gone, the rest will rot with him. A puppet king, another empty throne, none of it will last. Maybe they'll keep pretending for a while. Maybe they won't.
You think that people can stand on their own against the weirdness?
Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern.
Why did I have
If
to
the weirdness
say
takes
this
them,
4
so be
times?
it. At least it won't be another king's failure. Another lie propping up a dying world.
The only
It'll just
lie
be
is you just
what it is.
can't believe.
I've lived
Where's your
longer
faith,
than any
bro?
man should. Seen more than anyone should ever bear. And I've waited centuries for this moment, this chance, to end it all. To end him.
No thank you. Horn made the case that people need Arthur. That they can't face the weirdness alone. Horn believes that this resurrection will be different. He says that the only way he can save Avalon. You want to throw away Avalon's hope just like that? I'll do this
And
one.
we'll never know if that's true, because we've never tried. And who ever said that we were meant to survive the weirdness at all? We were fools to tamper with forces we didn't understand.
I mean, I'm not...
Resurrecting
you know.
Arthur, infusing him with powers of the weirdness. We didn't just bend the natural laws, we shattered them.
Yeah.
Such violations of nature's order cannot go unanswered. The bill comes due, sooner or later. Always.
I don't agree.
This cannot be allowed to continue.
You can't be allowed to continue.
It's taken longer than I ever imagined. But now, here we are. You've done what no one else could. What even I couldn't do. You've brought Arthur's soul back together. Almost complete, but not quite. And because of you, I can finally finish what I started centuries ago. So, thank you for bringing us to this moment. You're close now. Just one more step. The last fragment of Arthur's soul is waiting for you. Complete what you came here for. And then, we'll meet again. As allies, or as enemies. That's up to you.
I've already
Go.
decided.
Find the last piece, and let's end this. Whatever comes next, I'll be ready. I hope you will be too.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go do... There's crows somewhere. Is it Camelot? Is that where the Lady of the Lake is? Yeah. A little bit of paradise. Hey, it's Hob. Look, Hob's here.
You've come. The one who carries what's left of me.
Hob was me all along?
Don't come any closer. Don't force me to think about coming back again. Just let me finally die.
I didn't expect that. You want to die?
Because I've had enough. Enough of being torn apart and stitched back together. Enough of being used, shaped, and forced to be something I'm not. Do you know what it is like to be a king of nothing? To see the people you swore to protect suffer because of your choices? Or worse, in your name.
I've seen towns burnt to the ground, families destroyed. All because someone thought it would serve the greater good. And they called it loyalty. They called it justice. I've been dragged through every dream, every lie they've built around me. And I'm tired. Tired of the weight, of the expectations, of all of it. And most of all, I'm tired of failing.
But you're not gonna fail this time. What about Orin? He says he's trying to bring you back this whole
Orin
this time.
wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind the myth. He sees a symbol, a weapon to wield against the weirdness. But symbols aren't people. They're empty. And the more they're used, the more they hollow out the one who carries them. That's all I've ever been to Orin and the Druids. Do you know what it's like to be a weapon? To be forged, sharpened, and thrown at every problem?
Cardok wants to destroy you forever.
He thinks ending me will free Avalon. But what then? Without an idea, a light to guide them, they'll stumble, lose their way, and turn on each other.
What are you making the argument to not kill you?
People always seek something to follow, something to believe in. Take that away, and they'll tear each other apart trying to find it. Or worse, build something even crueler in its place.
What is it in death that you want?
I want release. I want to stop being a tool in their endless struggle. Kill me. Destroy the last piece of me and use the energy however you wish. Take it yourself and become the new king. Give it to someone else. I don't care. Just don't let me come back again. Let me die. Not as Arthur. Not as the king. Just as a simple, normal human being.
You're the human part of Arthur's soul. Without you, he can't be whole. Don't you care what happens next with your kingdom? You've been through a lot, but there has to be another way that doesn't involve your ultimate death. You can't be whole, bro.
Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left of him? You've already taken up the humanity I was meant to represent. Doesn't that prove Arthur doesn't need me anymore?
Don't you care what happens to your kingdom?
I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is? To finally not care what happens next? Whether Orin gets his king or Caradoc gets his ruin? To not feel the burden of all my failures? To not see my memory tarnished, my plans, goals, and ambitions dragged through the mud? To not see the suffering my name causes? No more deaths in my shadow. No more kingdoms built on my bones.
Anthony says, read the chat. I had no idea I was such a blabbermouth. That's what this is all about, though. If I didn't take a moment to look over and see the chat, I don't know. It'd be like just playing this game by myself. You've been through a lot, but there has to be another way.
Another way? There's always another way, isn't there? Another cycle, another resurrection, another lie to keep the world spinning. But please, not for me. Not anymore. I've had enough. I don't want another chance. I want this to be over. Do what you think is right. That's all I can tell you. Because whatever you decide, it will finally be your choice. Not mine. Not theirs. And that's the only thing I've ever wanted. You hold the choice. I don't care who you side with. Orin, Caradoc, or no one at all. You have all of my soul.
Choices.
Use it. Take it for yourself. Or give it to someone else. I don't even want to know. Do what you will with it. Just let me go. Let me finally rest. Let me die. Please.
Interesting. What are they doing to me here? I mean, I'm just saying. Is this not like the end everybody expects for King Arthur? Sitting here just fishing? You know? Are they biting today? Probably not. I don't see any fish in the water, but good luck, you know? Let's save it. Oh, it won't even let me. Oh, it's alright. It's saving that one. I want to save an actual choices. You know, because you look at me, I am King Arthur.
Help me bring the king back, whole and complete.
Oh,
that's all I ask of you.
Look, he just his mouth is sewn shut.
My case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
Okay, well. That's cool.
Go on. He's waiting for you.
Who is he?
Let me go. Let me finally rest.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
What if I choose Orin's path? What if I choose Cardoc's path? What if I take the soul for myself? What if I give the king soul to someone else? I'm gonna say this one. What if I take the king's soul for myself?
You will be seen. You will be followed. You will be blamed.
What if I choose Orin's path?
You will vanish into the story you chose to restore.
And Cardoc?
You will break the frame, and what follows will not remember you.
And I give the soul to someone else?
You will shape the world to become its witness.
Who would it give me the... I'm thinking about giving the soul to somebody else.
Who do you have in mind?
So you can give it to Fergus, Nanette, Ifrir, Yvain. So, I am King Arthur at this point.
Then the idea shall be claimed, its shape worn, its burden made yours. But first, you have to bring silence to what refuses to be forgotten.
If this is what you want, then take it, my friend. But promise me you will learn from my mistakes.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
You shoot me with arrows?
You think any other human could wield this power? I endured 600 years of pain, of suffering, of loneliness. I made the sacrifices, me! And now you think you can take it from me? The hubris. No. I reject your claim.
Bullshit.
I will reforge Avalon. Her fate this time.
Bullshit. I don't want to fight him. He's a summoner build.
You took Arthur's power for yourself. Whatever drove you, need, ambition, or will alone, the strength of a king was now yours to command. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe nobody ever is. But you decided to try. It's a heavy thing, trying to do right where others have failed. Still, you stepped forward, carrying the soul and every choice that brought you here. You ruled not as Arthur reborn, but as yourself, flawed, resolute, untested. Avalon changed beneath your hand, and history will decide what that truly meant. With your support, Galahad brought unity and discipline back to the south. The Dalrita rebellion was contained, and for the first time in years, the people could breathe in peace. Soon after you made your decision in the Resurrection Chamber, Denham took the men here to Camelot, along with most of Kuanak's people. Yvain departed in silence to pursue the Grail and never returned, his absence barely noted as Kuanak faded into history. You awakened the giants, and with them at their side, the Dalrita conquered Camelot. As the capital fell, the customs of the tribes spread across Avalon. Not everyone welcomed them, but the change had already taken root. Firgas remained captain of the Horns of the South. Under his leadership, the Horns honored their old traditions and returned under Camelot's banner. securing order along the southern frontier. Nianta left Kuanacht with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggot remained among the people of Kuanacht, and eventually moved with them to Camelot. There, where druids were forbidden, the community hid him in plain sight. He spent the rest of his life in secrecy, protected by those he had once helped. Urfre left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life, and spoke of him with lasting respect. With Helmi as the new matron, the Volker returned to their former glory with renewed ferocity, their berserkers filled with an aggression that stirred quiet fear among the other tribes. Among the united tribes of the Dal Rita, the Volker were treated with equal parts awe and mistrust, seeming to teeter closer and closer to madness. Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Stronar's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Balam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dal Rita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. You placed war at the head of the Children of Morrigan. Under his leadership, the Guild abandoned secrecy, waging open campaigns of domination in Morrigan's name. Avalon's cities and strongholds fell one by one as faith and fear reshaped the land. Killian served as quartermaster of the Horns of the South, until one night his thirst for blood drove him to murder a fellow keeper. He was caught in the act and brought to a swift end.
Bullshit. Yeah, so that's the end, and definitely you can see how my mind kind of broke there. For the beginning of the game, I was so pro Camelot, and then towards the end of the game, it's like, well, fuck Camelot. So, yeah. I couldn't even hold on to that pro Camelot throughout the entire game. I did kill all the Red Priests, and by sicking the Dalrita on the on Camelot, I think I was, you know, wiping out some of those the rest of the Red Priests there. Just saying. Hey Raycal, you did just log in to see credits. And I don't know if you want to get spoiled on this. You may want to jump away because I'm going to reload and I'm going to do one of the other endings just to see what the other ending would have been. So, and that, yeah. So if you want to avoid spoilers, bow out. I will talk to you on Discord. And yeah, this is a good one. There's a lot of good story in this one. I'm glad I finished it. But yeah, let's you wish to return the moments before your final journey. Yes. But yeah, I'll take a... I wonder if they let me keep the sword, because they let me pick it up. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Does it show that I have the wolves or whatever? Wolf's Howl? Yeah, that's Kardak's sword. Oh, yeah. I look sick. So let's reload. I did the end one, and I'm going to do the other ending that I had two endings that I was like, I want to do. I'm not gonna spoil the other two endings because they're not this path. No, I had one before this. Choices, that one. Or one after that. I don't want to go through that whole thing over again. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So let's get another ending in. I don't need to talk to you people. I know what's going on.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am the reason.
He's the reason.
I do not guide.
Does not guide or judge.
I do not offer meaning.
No meanings.
You have brought all things to their conclusion.
Conclusions.
Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
Okay, we are going to do Orin's, where we force the king to be the king again.
Then the idea shall endure, unquestioned, repeated, secured by return.
I begged you not to do this. I begged you.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
He's gonna shoot me with a bow again.
Through your sacrifice, the king returned, entire, unbroken, and ready to reclaim his throne. You held faith that Avalon's fate still turned with him, that one last rising could bring balance to the broken land. Now he rules again, and the world bends to the weight of your choice, for salvation or for ruin. You gave everything to restore the king, and your journey ended with his return. Closing your eyes upon the sight of Arthur's triumph, you felt no regret, only the certainty that your final choice had been the right one. With your support, Galahad brought unity and discipline back to the south. The Firgas remained captive. Nianta left Kuanak, with Helmi as the new You placed war. Killian served as court.
Sure. We can end it there. So my ending was better. My first one. The first one where you take over. Overall thoughts on this game is it rocked. I loved this game. Yeah. I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with everything. The only sad thing is that it's over. Yeah, part of me is like, cause like if you look at the choices that I made, you know, we wanted everything to go to Camelot, and then in the third act we basically decided, well, let's destroy Camelot because they're a bunch of a-holes, you know. And yeah, interesting if I would have gone the other way with that, where you destroy the Dalrita instead and then take over. That feels a little bit more evil, but I was doing the everybody goes to war evil, right? Like, so Dalritas go to war, the Crows go to war, Camelot's already at war. I mean, Camelot did deserve it. They came in and destroyed a whole clan for no proof at all that their giant stirring meant anything. Maybe the giant just had gas, you know? But yeah, I think we did. I feel like I played it as true to myself as I could. I do like having that moment at the end where I'm sitting there going, now I'm questioning, did I play it the way I should have? You feel like I just tried to turn everyone against each other? I mean, that's partially true. So you're saying I probably should have done Caradox ending because all I was doing was sowing chaos. And Caradox ending is chaos. That's interesting. Yeah. Good freaking game, though. I really like this picture of this armor. I'm going to steal that because I'm painting him, and I actually painted. So when I painted him, I did a very similar color scheme, a little more gold in mine, but I just wish it was the closed face mask. Because that closed face mask looks so sick. You're glad you don't have to play it? Yeah, I think, you know, I'm happy with it. I don't think, now knowing what we've done, I don't think we're going to get any expansions. You know, because how would the expansion work? There's 4 endings, and one of the endings had like 6 different options on who you could turn into king. But how could, like, some of the people that they asked you, like, that you could turn to a king, like, some of the options were not great options because they were out looking for the Holy Grail. So, yeah, those guys aren't going to be around. Like, it's chainmail underneath there. Awesome. Well, I've got to figure out what I'm going to play next. So I'm going to probably talk to Ray Cow and see what we're doing. I don't know if I'm going to do my Until Dawn starting this weekend or if I should start it during my vacation. But I do want to do an Until Dawn, and that's about 10 hours, I think. I don't know. Let me double check. How long did it take me to beat it last time? Live Until Dawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 8.5 hours. It took me 4 streams to do 4 streams at 2 hours a piece. So it's probably like a two stream. Thank you, Anthony. I enjoyed playing it, and I enjoyed having you guys to talk to. It was fun. Part of me wants to play this again, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do that thing where give it like a while to get updates and things like that, and then maybe play it again and maybe do it the good way, you know. Or maybe I should play like Mass Effect or something. I haven't done that on here, but I did finish this playthrough, so this is from start to end. We did finish this, so I'm kind of proud. Have I done that other than? Well, I did it with Until Dawn. I didn't do it via Baldur's Gate. We didn't finish Baldur's Gate. Got to Act 3. That's pretty close. We finished Star Trek Resurgence. We didn't finish Resident Evil Village because of the baby doll scene stuff. We finished Bear and Breakfast. That's funny. We did that, and the Quarry we finished multiple times. I was looking back at my video history. Yes, I love when you add anything. Great. On that note, let's go ahead and call it. I've got some gardening to do tonight. Gonna do some weeding and then putting mulch and stuff on top of the weeds. So hopefully they stop weeding. Oh wait, we're gonna do dinner first. We're gonna do some dinner first and then do some weeding. And then I should feed the cats. I'll feed the cats. Oh, here's one last look at Star. We can do a look at Star. Oh, we can do it bigger than that. Let's get the there we go. Oh, sorry. Hello. I'm sorry. That's my computer. It's a work in progress. It's not done yet, but we'll get there. Bye bye. It says hello. Hello. Desert cat camp footage. That look, I know, right? Just like, yeah. Are you through? Are you through being a ham for people? Like, I don't know. Anyways, thanks Anthony, thanks Ray Cow, thanks everybody else. Everybody hit a thumbs up on there if you liked it. How would you have played it? Throw it in the comments. You know,